Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Today I'm here to make a video response to a video that FireKitty made not too long ago. The reason why I'm responding to this video is because, well, for one, it actually involves me to a very large extent, and two, me and FireKitty have been talking about this for the last few weeks actually, and we both have a lot we want to share about this. We both have a lot we want to say about it. There's a lot of stuff we want to share with you guys, me particularly. And, I just want to give my 2 cents out there and let you guys know how I feel about this. And if possible, if I can actually encourage, or rather discourage, people from doing this kind of thing in the future, then I'd be very happy, because what I've seen is really just kind of sad and pathetic, and I hate that it's even an issue today. But anyway, a few weeks back, I came across a YouTube channel where the user in question, I'm not going to give out any names, but was actually posting videos that included my name. And when I looked at these videos, they weren't any of my content necessarily, but they did basically impersonate me. Not in a good way. They didn't sound like me or anything, nor did they actually talk like me. It almost seemed like they were just using my name just because it was my name, and they figured they could actually, get some extra views out of it, and, stuff like that. Which, I mean, I guess in the long run, it's not necessarily wrong to do that kind of thing, but it really is frustrating for people, not just me, but also for others who, are looking for videos to watch, and they come across a video like that, and they're like, oh, I want to watch this, and then when they do, it's like they're completely underwhelmed because that is not what was promised or advertised to them. It's a really annoying feeling, because I've seen a lot of videos like that myself, and I hate that, because it's like, okay, this is not what I wanted to watch. I wanted to actually watch what the video title said it was going to be. And, I hate that, because I feel like I wasted, my time just by clicking on that. And it just honestly doesn't even seem like, why would you even want to do something like that if you were the user who was, employing those kinds of techniques? Because, well, first of all, I mean, you're going to make a lot of people angry to begin with, and, how can you really even be proud of something like that? How can you be happy with, basically, I'm going to use someone else's fame or someone else's name who's famous, and, or maybe not famous, but, well known, I guess, and then just, use it and not even put any work into it myself. And it just seems like that's even more work than actually doing stuff yourself. And I just don't really understand that at all. And, just seeing those videos, it's like, okay, what exactly are you even trying to do? Are you even trying to be taken seriously? Because, like I said before, half of the people are, actually probably even more than half, probably like 90% of the people are going to hate you, and the other 10%, they're, I don't know, they're not going to feel anything, but the fact of the matter is they still, went to your page, they still, watched the video or part of a video, and, you're essentially gaining stuff off of me. You're not gaining stuff for yourself or anything. And, later on down the line, that kind of thing actually becomes a problem when, like, let's say this user, like, completely doubtfully this would happen, but say the user, like, actually got partnered or something, and they were, making money off my name, and, given not very much money, but the fact is they were still gaining something from something that wasn't even theirs, and that's just wrong. That's copyright infringement. Maybe not in the most extreme cases, which I'll actually get into that in a second, by the way, but still, it's infringement, because you're not actually using your own material, so to speak. You're, basically just trying to cop out on someone else, and that's wrong. And, like I said, it even gets worse. That was not even the worst of it. There were videos where they actually had clips of my videos, actual clips, and to some extent they actually had full versions of my videos on their channel, and they still claimed it as theirs. They didn't say it was like my video or anything. They just said that, oh yeah, I'm SlimKirby and this is my video, so watch. And I mean, that's when it really, really, really gets bad, because at that point you are definitely in the realm of copyright infringement, and that is something you do not want to be in. Now, a lot of you guys know that I've had, kind of an interesting history with copyright infringement in my channel, because I've actually had strikes on my channel for copyright before. Given the 2 strikes that I had were completely faulty, as in they were issues that I took care of before I even should have even gotten the strikes, and one was actually a complete mess up of the person who actually made the strike to begin with, because there was no grounds to which I could be punished because I didn't actually break any rules. So, I mean, a lot of you guys know that I have a pretty bad history with copyright, but it's not so much because, it was the copyrights that made me mad. It was the fact that I know that I wouldn't do that, because I completely respect the laws of copyright, because they are very serious. There's a reason why it's a legal issue. It's a reason why people go to court because of copyright. It's the reason why people have to pay fines because of copyright. It's the reason that there's even some people out there who have to go to jail because of copyright. It's an actual law, and it's one that should be taken seriously. I mean, a lot of you guys say that, YouTube is very strict when it comes to copyright infringement, and I will admit they do go kind of crazy at times, but on the other hand, I completely understand why, because YouTube doesn't really have much of a choice. Because, they're enforcing it on the users, but it's not necessarily them. It's because they are being forced by the actual companies, the third-party companies that control the content that's being posted on YouTube's site. They're the ones that don't want it on, YouTube's site, because it's their content. And it's not so much us who gets in trouble, it's YouTube who gets in trouble, because, it's the site that has the content. So YouTube has to enforce stuff like that. They have to be strict, because if they aren't, then they could lose the site, and there would go everybody's videos, not just the copyrighted ones. So copyright is a very, very, very serious issue, and it's something you should take into consideration whenever you're uploading one. It's not something you should take lightly and say, oh, I'm just going to post this random clip of something that's not mine and, get a lot of views from that. No, you can't do that. You have to have permission. You have to go through all the channels for actually being able to post something like that. If you don't, you're pretty much asking to be screwed, because that's what you get when you deal with copyright. It's not a matter of, there's a chance I can avoid it. No, it's not like that at all. You need to take those precautions, otherwise you're going to be screwed. It's not a matter of, how much can I get away with. It's not like that at all. So, that's something I just really want to make clear to you guys, because copyright, like I said, it's a very big issue. And I'd hate to see people out there, my fans especially, get in trouble for something like that, because it's not something you want to be in trouble for. I mean, if you get in very deep trouble because of copyright and you have to pay a fine or something, later on in life you'll look back on that and say, why the hell did I even do that? Was it even worth doing that? Was paying all that money even worth, getting in trouble for it? Or, wait, no. Was posting that video, worth paying all that money for it? Because it's not. It's something you should definitely take seriously, and I'd hate to see any of you guys get in trouble for something like that, because, like I said, it's just a very small issue. Given its big issue, it's a big issue, but it appears to be small. It's something you can easily not do, rather than, something you could do. It's so easy to just say, I'm not going to post this, and, don't post it. So, I don't get it. It just seems like there's a lot of people out there who don't even see that, and they're risking, probably not even just their channels. They're risking a lot more. They're risking the law to actually get involved, and that's not something you want. By any means, that is not something you want. And what made it worse is, after we saw these videos and, all the stuff that was being copyrighted, we actually sent them warnings. We told them, hey, you probably shouldn't be doing this, because I never said you could do this, and you could actually get in very deep trouble for it. Being really kind, being very, helpful, trying to help them see that, you probably shouldn't be doing this, and if you do want to do this, you could at least take the precautions and actually ask us to use, the images or the videos or whatever. Because it's not just me who's actually getting, ripped off, or, it's not just my content being stolen. FireKitty, who made the icon I currently have for my YouTube page, they were using that as the video still for some of those videos. And the problem with that is on her website, where she actually has the image uploaded and everything, it clearly says that nobody else except me or her can use the image in question unless they ask for permission. And they have to actually get like a yes, you can use that answer before they can even use that. And that's just really frustrating, because you can't find that image anywhere else, or rather you shouldn't find that image anywhere else. And it just really sucks, because it's not just my work being stolen, it's also her work being stolen, and that's just not right. It's not. It honestly really pissed her off too, because she doesn't want anybody else except me using the icon. It was a gift she made for me. It was a gift she made so I could use it, not for a bunch of other people to use it. And I can understand her for that. I wouldn't want people to use my videos or even post clips of my videos unless asking me first. And, that's something I'd really like to see from you guys in the future, because I do know there are a lot of videos out there and a lot of different channels that have content of mine. Whether it's just like, a single clip, or just, a best of, or my favorite moments of SlimKirby playing Mario Party or something, which, I've known that those have existed for a very long time, and I will admit I haven't done anything about those videos yet, because I really want to encourage you guys, if any of you guys have never asked me for permission to actually post those videos, ask me. Ask me right now if it's, if you can use them. And who knows, if you're nice about it, I will probably say yes. Just remember a few things, obviously if you intend to use that kind of stuff for, making, ad revenue or something, I will be against that. But still, just to have, a video up for fun, I mean, ask me first if you have any kind of content, whether it's audio, whether it's video, anything. Just make sure you have the right permissions before you do stuff like that, because it can make all the difference. And honestly, it's not really that hard to do. It takes probably not even 30 seconds. And it's just something easy you can do. You're keeping yourself safe. You'll always know for sure that, you can use that because, you got the permission for it. Imagine if you didn't ask for permission and were like, okay, so yeah, this person's not going to care if I use their image, blah, blah, blah. But then the person actually does care, and then he has some pretty good grounds against you, and he can actually use those grounds against you, and that's just something you should try to avoid happening in any scenario, whether it's online, offline, anything. Just ask for permission. It's not that hard. It's, very easy to do, and that way you'll always know for sure if you're actually, in violation of something or not. That's honestly probably easier than not doing anything or doing something else. I don't know. But yeah, just make sure you do that kind of stuff, because it can really make all the difference. So yeah, that's essentially all I wanted to talk about per se. There's probably a lot more I could go into that FireKitty's probably already talked about in her video. But just, be very careful with copyright, because like I said, it is a very big issue. It doesn't seem like it, but it really is. And bad things could happen to you, and I don't want any bad things to happen to anybody. It sucks because the users who are doing this right now, it's obvious they're either trolls or, they're just in it to actually, benefit off of someone else's name. And what's sad is they're not going to listen. They're going to keep doing this, and the fun part is they're going to keep on losing their channels, and they're going to keep on, paying the consequences for this kind of behavior, because, it's not going to get to the point where someone's going to be like, okay, I can't beat them. They keep making new accounts. They keep doing this. Nothing's happening, blah, blah, blah. Not many people are going to do that. In fact, I wouldn't expect anybody to do that. It's just, it's not. If I see this person do it again and again and again, I'm going to keep on reporting their videos, because, that I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate the lack of respect I'm getting, and I don't appreciate the lack of respect that other users are getting too. Because it's not just me here, it's other users. It's FireKitty with her icon. I see these guys also impersonating other Let's Players and other YouTubers, and it sucks because I honestly feel like, me personally, I put a lot of work into my videos. Maybe not the most work or optimal work to some of you guys, but you know, I feel good about everything I put on my channel, and I'm happy about it, and I'm happy of the work I put into it. And I hate seeing like someone else trying to, you know, basically rip that off, or, you know, copyright infringe over it when they honestly didn't do anything. And it's just really, it's really frustrating. It just is. It's frustrating, and I hate seeing that. But yeah, just, you know, don't do that, guys. No one do that. If you do want to do it, always ask for permission first, because that's the best way to do things. That way you'll always know what exactly you're going to do and what you should do, or if you can even do something. And yeah, that's essentially all I have to say. And also, if you guys see any users impersonating other users or using other people's content, like, just tell the people who own the content. Let them know that there are people out there who are doing this kind of thing. Because it's wrong. It's honestly really, really wrong. And, you know, I hate seeing that. So, that's basically all I have to say. Thanks to everybody for listening. I know it was kind of a long rant, and, you know, probably didn't make that much sense at times, because I just kind of like blabbered on for a while. But, you know, it's something I've really been thinking about, and I wanted to share with you guys my thoughts, because it's just, it's just kind of pathetic. It frustrates me. It bothers me, but not honestly in an anger way or really in a depressed way. It just bothers me because it's like, why would someone do this? Why would someone, like, even if they were just like trolling or playing a game or trying to get a reaction out of people, honestly, like, that wouldn't get boring after a while? I mean, it's just, why would you frickin' do that? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. And that's probably one of the reasons why I want to make a video like this, just because it didn't make sense to me. And, you know, if anyone does know how that does make sense, then by all means tell me, but I honestly doubt it's going to actually go much further than that. So, yeah, that's really about it. Thanks for listening again. This has been SlimKirby, and I'll see you guys later.